Today we're going to talk about hitting the ball off the toe. It's a big fault in a lot of people. Why does it happen? Of course, one of the major reasons we hit the ball off the toe, and it feels really unsolid, vibrates right up our hands and arms and right up into our body, is that when we start off with the club at address here, and we either raise up or create a lot of force coming down, we'll end up standing the shaft up higher at impact. And as that happens, you can see the club is swiped across the ball. So we're actually presenting the toe to the strike. So that's one facet of why it happens. So obviously there's a cure for that, and the cure would be to not create as much speed here, just feel that you get close to your address position. There's address, and there's impact. So I felt like my shaft, my hands, everything returned very similar to where I was at address, even though the force of motion is wanting to pull me out of that spot. So once we learned that, you can see that was a really nice strike. The ball went dead straight and it was right out of the middle of the club. Now the other way that this can also happen and has to do with setup. So if we just stood there at address and just let our arms hang, that's where we need to be. We need to be at address where our arms naturally hang. From there we can swing and have a much greater chance of returning our arms, hands into that similar spot. So if we stand too close to the ball, which is reasonably rare, most people will tend to stand too far away from the ball. If we stand too close to the ball, we have to try and get out of our own way to get the club back on the strike. And what will happen also, standing too close, my arms aren't natural. They're forced against my body. So as soon as I swing, my arms are going to want to seek their natural alignment, their natural hang. So I will tend to go this way, and then I've got to try and force the club back to somewhere that felt like where I was at address. So we don't see that too often, although it can be an issue. The biggest problem I see is people standing too far away from the ball. That is not natural. My arms don't hang like that. They hang here. So I'm forcing my arms out of their natural hang position. So as soon as I swing, my arms want to suck back in to what feels right, what feels good, how they relate to my body. So when I'm out here and they suck back in, then I have to go back out to hit the ball. Probably seen that one from doing that. So our best option is to set up very natural. Get used to where your arms hang. That's where we need to be. That's as far away as we need to be. And a really good indication of just how far this should be. I mean, we're all a little bit different, but I've found this in a lot of my lessons, that when I get people just to hang there, put the club in their left hand where that natural hang occurs, they can put their right hand right in there and have the palm touching their belt and the fingertip touching the end of the grip. And that's a real good example of understanding how close or how far we need to be from the ball. Where our arms hang is where we need to be. Then our arms will want to seek that alignment again for the strike. If I'm out of position, arms suck back in, then I've got to go back out to hit it. So get your setup correct. Our body really seeks natural. If we put it out of tune, then we have to find a way to get it back there. So arms hang, where they hang, where they be.